Boebert tried to make a gay joke about Pete Buttigieg. It backfired completely. Rep. Lauren Boebert, RCO, and out Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg have been arguing publicly this week ever since Boebert took credit for bridge funding in her district that she voted against in Congress, and Buttigieg called her out. Now she's trying to get back at him by making fun of him for raising kids while gay. Hate influencer Chaya Raichik thinks Pete Buttigieg can't do his job because he loves his husband. He apparently can't lead the federal response to the Baltimore bridge collapse because he and his husband are happy together. Earlier this week, Boebert bragged on X about having secured funding for a bridge in Glenwood Springs, Colorado, which is in Colorado's 3rd Congressional District. She wrote that she was thrilled to hear that my support has helped make this project a reality. Insights for the LGBTQ+ community. Subscribe to our briefing for insights into how politics impacts the LGBTQ+ community and more. Subscribe to our newsletter today. The problem was that funding came through the Biden administration's Rural Surface Transportation Grant Program, which was funded by Congress through the 2021 Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act that Boebert voted against. And she didn't just vote against it. She excoriated the bill as wasteful and garbage and vowed revenge on House Republicans who voted in favor of the government welfare. Congresswoman, in what way do you believe that your support helped this project? Buttigieg asked her. We chose it because it's a good project and funded it using President Biden's infrastructure package, which you voted against. Boebert decided she wasn't going to let this fly and responded by accusing Buttigieg of chest-feeding his children. Chest-feeding is a term used by some trans men and non-binary people to describe feeding their children. Buttigieg is a cisgender gay man, not a trans man, but perhaps Boebert doesn't know the difference. Mayor Pete, maybe you were out chest-feeding and missed my letter, but I personally wrote you about this in June 2022. She said, before she continued to decry the bill whose funding she was bragging about obtaining just days ago. Only 13 rhinos in the House voted for your Green New Deal non-infrastructure bill you are touting that wastes hundreds of millions on climate change instead of roads and bridges. And infrastructure grants have been doled out by administrations on both sides for decades, so don't act like you are the sole provider of this funding, she said, even though an administration can't give out grants without authorization by Congress, which Boebert voted against. The letter she referred to is probably the one she sent to support a grant application in her district in 2022 to get funding from the bill after it had already been passed because a majority of her colleagues, mostly Democrats, voted for it. People mocked her on social media for turning to homophobic insults because she couldn't win the actual argument. Other people pointed out that Boebert isn't even attending her own son's court hearings, while making time to attend Donald Trump's trial in New York, so maybe she shouldn't be mocking other people's parenting.